Okay, this is a bit different. It's only different in the fact that I'm going to be reviewing this beer today, Salt Alpaca Double Dry Hopped IPA. But like one thing that's different with all the beers I usually drink on the channel is that I've had this before numerous times, but I haven't got around to reviewing it. It's one of my favourite beers from the supermarket. So let's see what I think about it. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. I'm going to do a quite short review today because I'm drinking this beer. This is Salt by Alpaca. This is Alpaca by Salt, sorry. It's a double dry hopped IPA in this lovely green can. This is available in Sainsbury's for £3, I think it is. I think it's £3, £3.20 or £3.50, somewhere around there. They keep changing all their prices. It's around that sort of level. This last year, the end of last year, appeared in Sainsbury's. I thought, oh, that's something new. And they put one or two new beers in there. And I thought, I'll give that a try because Salt got a pretty good track record. I was a little bit put off when it says tropical and then it says bitter. Spoiler alert, it's not bitter at all. I'm not sure why they put bitter on there. But this is 6.6%. And as I said, it came in Sainsbury's last year and I tried it and I thought, oh, I'll just buy that, see what it's like. Have it. And I think it must have been just before Christmas when I was drinking a lot more beers than I was reviewing. And so I drank this beer and I thought, this is a really good beer. I'm going to have to get that again and then review it. When I went back to Sainsbury's only a few weeks later, it'd gone. It suddenly wasn't there. And I saw on certain forums that they'd pulled out. It wasn't in Sainsbury's and I thought, oh, I can't review it. Oh, well, we'll move on. But anyway, with a new range of Sainsbury's beers, and we've reviewed a few of them on the channel, and there's still quite a few more that I'm getting through that I haven't reviewed that will appear in the next few days. This one suddenly appeared. I thought, right, I'm going to get this time, and I'm going to review it because it was a really good beer. In fact, it's probably one of my favourite Salt beers. And as I say, one of my favourite beers available in Sainsbury's. So let's crack it open, and I'll go through and tell you what it's all about. I might drink it now and go, oh, I don't remember it tasting like that. But this is to me, a typical New England style IPA. 6.6%, so it's at a good level, I'd say, for an IPA. Beer in a glass. It's got that sort of thick custardy look, slightly sort of darker yellow, gold. Really lovely looking. Two fingers, a very compact head. You can see how compact that head is there. Hopefully you can see that. It's a beautiful looking beer. Let's get the aromas. So the aromas are really tropical. There's lots of tropical aromas in here. We're getting pineapple, mango being quite big, papaya, passion fruit. And then you've got a citrus sort of aroma in there as well. And then you've got a slight whiff of grapefruit. And if I remember rightly, I'm sure the grapefruit comes in, and that's where I think the bitterness comes from, but it's not bitter at all. Let's drink it. Cheers, everyone. It's such a good beer. It's what I would call the sort of beer that if I could only drink one beer for the rest of my life, it'd be something pretty similar to that. Because it's got everything that I want from a beer. Soft mouthfeel, low levels of carbonation. It's got almost like creamy sort of taste to it. You're getting mango and pineapple and citrus fruits. You're getting a bit of subtleness of passion fruit, papaya. It just tastes brilliant, really good. There's a bit of lime in there as well. It doesn't tell us what the hops are in this. It says a double dry hop IPA, upfront tropical flavours are well balanced with a dry bitter finish. See, I don't get the dry. I'd say it's quite dry on the finish, but it's not. There's no bitterness. It's very New England style-esque in terms of its sort of flavour profile. In terms of there's no bitterness. It's a trademark New England style. I keep drinking it thinking, well, if they say that's bitter, then I don't know what they say something was that wasn't bitter, because there's no bitterness at all in this. And I'm a bit, it annoys me a bit, because I bought this first time and I thought, yeah, double dry hop, it's going to be nice and dry. There's going to be a lot more flavour in it, tropical. You know, there's no sort of indication of whether it's a New England style or whether it's a West Coast style. I don't know what hops are in it. So I sort of took a big chance, but I was worried when I saw bitter and I thought, oh, it's going to be more West Coast. But it's definitely an East Coast. It's not bitter at all. There's a subtleness of grapefruit on the back end. But even then, I've had IPAs, New England IPAs, with much more bigger grapefruit flavours on the back end. It's a solid beer. And as I said, if you like New England style beers, it's one of the best of the class. I don't think, in terms of supermarket beers, the only beer that I think that's available in supermarkets today that is better than this is probably Faith in the Futures by Northern Monk. But I'd say this comes a pretty close second. So if your local supermarket is Sainsbury's opposed to Tesco, which Faith in the Futures is from, then buy this, because this is one of the best salt beers that I've had. It's one of the best Sainsbury's beers I've had, and it's one of the best supermarket beers I've had. That's all I can say, but let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Alpaca Double Dry Hop IPA from Salt. This is a cracking beer. If you don't want to watch any more of the video, stop it now, go to Sainsbury's, buy it, drink it. You'll love it. First things though, aroma. It smells brilliant. It smells tropical, pineapples, passion fruit, mango, bits of grapefruit, citrus fruit. Smells just really good from what you want from a New England style beer. So I'm going to get 15 for aroma. Appearance, I think this looks brilliant. I mean, it's cloudy, it looks thick and gloopy, and it is just a beautiful looking beer. It's that lovely gold colour. One thing I'd say though, in terms of a lot of IPAs, especially New England IPAs, sometimes the head can just sort of disappear. But this one, the head is there's still loads of head there. It's almost like as if it's like some sort of nitro poured beer. It's I think this looks brilliant. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Flavour wise, sometimes you drink a beer and it's like, there's not like, oh, it's got this massive hit of this or this massive hit of this. It's just got a nice balance. It's got tropical flavours, pineapple, mango, passion fruit, papaya, citrus fruits, limes, lemons. They're all in there. Then just a slight subtleness of grapefruit on the back end, but it's very subtle. It doesn't go too bitter. It's got a lovely dry finish, which is what you want from a double dry hop sort of beer. It's a stunning flavour. It's really well balanced. I haven't even talked about the mouthfeel yet. The mouthfeel is incredible. Soft, low levels of carbonation, exactly what you want. I'm giving it 37 for flavour. It's a big score. Value for money. You can pick this up in the supermarkets. I've spent £7, £7 for a double dry hopped IPA from the big hitters, and I've raved about them being great. But this is like £3.50, I think, £3.50. It's around that price. It's between £3 and £3.50. A ridiculous price to pay for a really good beer. So I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Maybe I should have given that 10, but I'm going to stick with that, 9 out of 10. My overall experience, if you like New England IPAs, this is one of the best you can buy from the supermarkets. Nice and juicy, well balanced, soft carbonation, really sort of almost creamy on the mouth. No real bitterness. Why it says bitter on the can is beyond me, because there's no bitterness in this at all. It's a sort of beer that if there was only one beer I could drink for the rest of my life, this would be up there. And as I said, the only beer that I think is better in supermarkets is Faith in the Futures by Northern Monk. And I think that I'm going to probably end up scoring this one higher than that, because I'm giving this one 17 for overall experience. So, totting up those scores, we get a very, very highly recommended 87. 87 It's an Iron Maiden beer. It's the heaviest of heavy metal. As I said, this is my favourite salt beer. It's my favourite Sainsbury's beer, and it's pretty close. It's probably my top 3 supermarket beers. It's a really good beer. It does everything right and nothing wrong. So do yourself a favour, go and buy this and drink it, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Have you already had this before and you're saying, Rocker, you're off your rocker? This beer isn't the best supermarket beer. Let me know what your best supermarket beer is. I want to know your best craft supermarket beer. I feel like I've drank pretty much all of the craft beers available in supermarkets. This is a very good beer. So go and buy it now and drink it, enjoy it. I don't care if it's 7 o'clock in the morning and you're watching this. Go and drink that beer now, because you'll enjoy it and you'll love it and you'll say, Rocker, you're right. But that's it for me. 87. I could almost go, right, I don't need to drink any more beer because I'm just stick with this one. But no, I like drinking new beers. I like experience new flavours all the time. But, you know, if there's always a mainstay that I want to keep in my cupboard, I don't keep them in a cupboard, I keep them in my fridge, then the Alpaca by Salt is definitely one of those beers that will always have a place in my heart or a place in my fridge because it's a really great beer. I'm waffling on now. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this beer and just smile in the knowledge that a year and a half ago, I suppose I would say, I didn't even know craft beer existed. What a great time to be alive. Drink Alpaca. I don't know if it will make you hairier or like an alpaca or start neighing. Do alpacas neigh? I don't know. Let's finish the video right now. Until the next one, keep on rocking.